Annie, when you say, Annie, when you say, anywhere.
So I was about 3 or 4 years old, and one day I was at home, you know, in our living room doing what kids do. I was watching cartoons. I was watching cartoons, having a good time, enjoying my cartoon. And my brother and my cousin, they were like down the hall in their room getting ready to go play basketball. They were getting ready to go play basketball with their friends. And while they were in the room getting ready, one of their friends, which was a neighbor, one of their friends entered the house. They came in, went to the living room, and he shouted over to my brother and my cousin. He was like, "You guys ready? Y'all ready?" And my brother and my cousin, they responded, "Yeah, we coming." And after like a couple minutes, I'm just sitting there still watching my cartoon, and after like a couple minutes, he kind of went like this through the hall to see, like, I guess to see if somebody was coming. But at the time, I didn't know why he was doing that. I didn't understand why he was doing that. But I did see him do that. So I continued watching my cartoon. And and things like that. And he started to come towards me. And actually, he came towards me, and he put his hand over my shoulder, and I looked up, and this is like a neighbor, a family friend. His mom and my mom were very close and everything. I never felt like I had to be worried around them, and so when he put his hand over my shoulder, I turned around, I looked at him, and I smiled, and I said, "Hey." And I continued watching my cartoon. He looked up again, kind of tried to look through the hall to see if anybody was coming, and my brother and my cousin still wasn't on their way. And so then he come back, and he put his hand over my shoulder, and he starts to, glide his hand down my chest, down past my stomach area, and then he just kept moving his hands further down. I remember that day. I remember when his hands started gliding over my chest. I'm 3 or 4 years old, okay? And I thought to myself, this is uncomfortable. This feels weird. What's happening? Like, what is this? I never had anybody do that to me before. So, but it did feel weird. It felt like, what is this? And I looked at him, and he made the motion like, shh, told me to be quiet. And then he made the motion saying, like, I'll get a whooping. So be quiet. So I stayed quiet, but felt like what's going on? What is this? What's happening? He then looked over again and noticed that one of, I don't know if it was my brother or my cousin, somebody went to shower. Somebody went to shower, and everybody, my brother and my cousin, are in the room clowning, having a good time, laughing, and I'm in the living room in a position that I don't think they ever thought they trusted this boy, they trusted this guy, they, you know what I mean, like he's family friend. So since he noticed somebody went to go take a shower, he came and he lifted me up, and he picked me up and he put me on the sofa. I was sitting at like the one chair that comes with the sofa set. I was sitting on that, and so the big sofa was on that side, and he picked me up and laid me there. He took my panties off. Took my underwear off, and he did that. And so he did that, and when, like, as he was doing that, he started to hear footsteps. So when I think it was my cousin, he started coming up to the front just to let him know, hey, a few minutes, we're coming in a few minutes. He quickly jumped off of me, and he didn't, he got himself together. And quickly put my underwear back on, and then he ran to the other side, like by the door, and act like he was just standing there. talking about, y'all ready? Like he played the cool, like nothing happened. And I'm on the chair, frozen. I'm on the chair, frozen. But I'm facing the TV, because the TV, I was sitting on a chair, the big couch right here, the TV's right there. So I'm facing the TV. And I'm frozen. I froze. To the left, went to go play basketball. And I was just there, like in shock. Like, what is this? What just happened? Why did it happen? Is this a bad thing? It feels bad. Why did he do this to me? What did I do for him to do that to me? I had so many questions just started popping up in my head, like what is this, and why is it happening? Why no. I'm sorry. This is my first time ever saying this out loud. I never talk about this. After it happened, I don't know how I did it, but I pretty much blocked that time in my life. I forgot, like, did I have a birthday? Like, who was my friend? What school did I go to? Like, at that time, well, I was 3 or 4. I don't think I was in school. I only remembered, like, my family. And when I say that, I only remember, like, my immediate family, like the people that was in the house with me and stuff like that. Everything else, I blocked it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I boxed everything and I tied it up and threw it down the ocean, and it's like it never happened. It's like it never happened. It's like it never happened. I just never. It's like a blackout. I guess is what you would call it, like a blackout. Like, I just sealed that moment in my life. Like, I don't remember. Well, I don't remember things from, like, when I was 2, when I was 3, when I was 4. Like, I don't really remember a lot. I remember, my immediate family. And I blocked all of that for years. And today is my first day saying it out loud and saying it to you guys. And I'm sure my family is going to be watching this. They're going to be finding out with you. There's only a few people in my family that knows what happened. Like, not even a few, a couple. Only a couple knows what happened. No one else knows. We didn't talk about it. What happened affected me in so many ways. Like, I didn't even realize it was affecting me until I decided to start facing it and facing my truth of what really happened. And now that I'm doing that, I'm starting to see, oh, this happens because of this, and that happened because of that. It's like I'm starting to see how it affected my life, where like it affected me in a whole lot of ways. Not only did I forget some of my past, things that happened before that, I couldn't remember. Like, there were times that, my mom or my brother or a cousin, somebody will say, like, you don't remember whatever, so-and-so, this happened, you were there, don't you remember your birthday party? Yeah, I don't remember. And they would say, like, how you don't remember? You was 3, you was 4, you could remember. And I'm just like, no, I actually don't remember. I don't remember. But back then, I really didn't know why I wasn't remembering. I just thought, okay, I'm young, I'm little, and stuff like that. But ever since coming back to facts and what really happened, I now know, like, that it played a major role to why I don't remember certain people that mattered, y'all. Like, I'm not talking about a stranger passed it by. I mean, like, important people in my family that I didn't even remember, just because maybe the last time I saw them was around that time, and this really, like, shut me down for a very long time. I can't believe it, I have, like, multiple questions, because I always wondered, like, why me? Like, why me? Like, why did he do that to me? I've always been a happy person, and I'm still a happy person, and I'm grateful for that. I didn't lose that. But I don't know why. Why me? Why did he do that to me? Like, yes, growing up and stuff, until this day, people always like, oh, you're so pretty, and you this and you that. So I get it. Okay, thank you for the beautiful compliment, right? But so what does that mean? So because I'm pretty, does that mean, like, this is what would happen? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it, because he was one of the people that would be saying like, "Oh, she's cute. She's very pretty," you know. But he was family, like family friend, like really close family friend. So it's like it made me be like scared of certain people and stuff. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, you're so pretty," I'll say thank you. But I'm like, I get a little nervous because it's like, ooh, he sent the wrong signal to my head. Because I don't know why he did it. I didn't do anything to him. I've been always nice to him. I've always been loving, fun. I never fought with him. I never said nothing nasty to him. Like I don't know why did he do that to me? I don't know why he did it to me. Like why? You know, why? You know, I'm at home minding my own, watching my cartoon, doing what kids do. I wasn't doing any other thing. I wasn't involved doing adult things. I wasn't doing none of that. And he just come out of nowhere and I don't know why he did it, and I still don't know why he did that. I'm not gonna lie, this is really hard for me to talk about. This is really tough, okay? But I felt in my spirit to share my story, so that if there's somebody out there that may be going through this, you know, I want to help. You know what I mean? Like, I want to let you know that don't let this break you. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. You know, and stay strong. So I want to say I'm doing this because I want to share my story. I feel that I can really help some people. And so a lot of people don't really talk about this. This is not a topic that they address. And for me, I just felt like sharing my story to be able to reach out to others, because I'm sure, you know, there might be somebody out there who is going through that, or who has gone through that and stuff, and probably haven't realized how to even deal with it or whatnot. I want that person, I do want them to know they're not alone. Do not let this break you. You're stronger than that. You're better than that. And you will overcome this. Like, this is not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. I don't know why it happened. And I'm sure most likely you probably don't know why it happened either. But it doesn't have to define who we are. It doesn't have to define that at all. Matter of fact, me blocking it the way I did back then, it's like a blessing in disguise, but at the same time, a curse. You know, because I kind of forgot a lot of things. I didn't remember many things that happened back then. It was completely like a blur. And however, because I blocked it, it put me in a place where I was able to live somewhat okay. You know, I didn't let it define me. I wasn't doing certain things because of what happened to me. No, I still kept my happy. I still stayed strong. I still, you know, I'm being me. You know, I'm gonna always be me, because that's all I know how to be. It did not destroy me. That's a fact. It did not. Growing up, like in elementary and middle school, I ran into a lot of kids who went through something like that. But I never told them that I went through something like that. They just kind of needed to talk, and they talked to me. And I gave them really great advice and whatnot. A lot of them fell into the trap of thinking that they did something wrong. They fell into the trap of thinking that something's wrong with them. So they must, since something's wrong with them, then they feel like they must behave like something's wrong with them. So now they start doing things like they don't need to do, like selling their body for no reason. I'm talking about beautiful, beautiful girls. And, they shared with me what happened to them. They trusted me, and I helped them the best I could. And as us remaining friends, when we're friends and stuff, definitely just hanging around with me, it gave them courage and strength to just not do those things. Like, what happened you didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. The only person that's wrong is the person who committed the act. The person who chose out of nowhere, just chose somebody and just start to do something like that to them, like without their permission, without them knowing. And sometimes there's babies. I was a baby kid. I don't know nothing like that. And for others, their situation is when they got a little bit older, but still, age don't even matter. This is just wrong. It's just a wrong thing. It's not okay. And it really does affect people's life in many, many different ways, So yes, I have encountered a lot of people, a lot of girls who've been through stuff like that, and they feel like, for them, they start to feel less than. They feel like they have to be bad, and they start reacting in the weirdest. Like, sometimes it's not even about selling their body. Sometimes it's just like, not doing good in school, just because it's a mental thing. When something like that happens, especially if the kid's family or mom or dad, parents, guardian, like, they don't even know what happened. In my case, my dad at the time, 3 or 4, my dad had already passed away. My mom, she was in another country, doing what she has to do for us. And I was living with my brother, my uncle, my cousin, and then like the people that my mom had in the house, my mom and dad had in the house, the house helpers and things like that. So my mom didn't even find out until, I don't know when they told her. I don't know, because I never told her. I never had the conversation with her. We never talked. We just never talked about this. We never talked about this. And when my brother found out, definitely, he approached the guy, and he protected me. He did what he had to do to make sure that this never ever happen again. Him and my cousin and my uncle, the guys that was with me, or that was that pretty much started raising me when I was very little. So for other people, there's one girl whom I'm not going to name, but her mom don't even know. Her dad don't even know. She don't talk about it. They don't ask. I remember in middle school, she was like doing things that she shouldn't be doing, and no one understood her. No one understood why. Why is this happening? Why is she not doing good in school when she's not even stupid. She's a really intelligent girl. She trusted me, and me and her talked all the time, and this was bothering her. This was in her head, and she was asking like the same type of questions that I had, like, why is this happening? Why did this guy do this to me? And this could really mess with somebody's self-esteem if you allow it. I'm really, 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 really grateful. On one side of things, I'm grateful that I blocked it out, because it really helped me keep my happiness, my self-esteem, my confidence, and all of that. I don't know if I would recommend it, and I didn't even know I was doing it. Okay, it's just something that just happened naturally. I just shut down, and it's like it didn't happen. It's like that didn't happen. It's like I wasn't 3, I wasn't 4. I started remembering things from like when I'm like 7, like 6, 7 years old, like and up. After that, I don't remember. I barely remember anything from when I was young. But now that I'm doing the work and I'm like processing this, because I want to heal from this like 100%, and not just lock it away and throw it out in the ocean. No, I had to go pick it up, unlock it, face it, deal with it, because I really, really feel to heal from it. So with me doing that, every step, every time that I make progress, certain things come back to me. Like I'm remembering things. I'm remembering like, oh, I had like this birthday party that was like so amazing, and all my friends was there, and all these people was there, people that care about me. I had love all over me, and for a long time I didn't even remember it. But so yeah, this that happened to me, this made me stronger. This made me wiser. It made me better. It put me in a position where I'm very like careful about who I choose to be involved with. I'm very aware of the different type of guys out there. There is a lot of girls that may be going through this, or that went through this, who may not have somebody to turn to, or probably don't know someone who's been through the same thing. And so they start thinking, they may think the wrong way. There's people who actually take their life from stuff like this. And I feel to share my story, just to say to you, if you're out there and you've been through this, or you're going through this, I just want you to know it's brighter on the other side. Don't give up. Don't get weak. Stay strong. No matter what, do not lose yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but do not lose yourself. Like, remember who you are.